Hi everybody, welcome to Geometry Lesson 5.5, the Triangle Inequality. Our learning objectives: use the Triangle Inequality Theorem to identify possible triangles and prove triangle relationships using the Triangle Inequality Theorem. First of all, let's look at the Triangle Inequality Theorem. It says that the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle must be greater than the length of the third side. So in this case, let's look at triangle PQR. The sum of PQ and QR is always greater than PR. The sum of QR and PR is greater than PQ, and the sum of PR and PQ is greater than QR. So in any triangle, any two sides, their sum must be greater than the third side. Let's look at an example. Alright. Question says, is it possible to form a triangle with the given side lengths? If not, explain why not. Let's look at 1A, for example. We have three sides. Their lengths are 15, 16, and 30 yards respectively. Now, to know whether these form a triangle or not, we're going to use the Triangle Inequality Theorem, which says that any two sides, or the sum of any two sides, should be greater than the third side. So let's check this. For example, for the first two sides, 15 plus 16 equals 31. That's greater than 30. Okay, so the first two sides, okay. Now, 15 plus 30 equals 45, greater than 16. So that's okay. Now, 16 plus 30 equals 46. Is that greater than the third side, which is 15? Yes. So, yes, they form a triangle. So as you can see, if you pick any two sides, their sum is greater than the third side. Pause the video and try to do this yourself. Let's look at the second example, 1B. We have three sides. Their lengths are 2, 8, and 11. Again, we're going to use the Triangle Inequality Theorem. Let's start with the first two sides. So 2 plus 8 equals 10. Is that greater than 11? No. So these sides do not form a triangle. But let's just check, the others, just, as a formality. 2 plus 11, 13. That's greater than 8. 8 plus 11 equals 19. That's greater than 2. So, two of them were okay. But, the first was not. Which means, so if any of them is wrong, that means that these sides do not form a triangle. So, no, they do not form a triangle. Why? Because the sum of the first two sides is not greater than the third side. 2 plus 8 is not greater than 11. Please pause the video and try to do this yourself again. Alright, let's look at a different example. This time it says, which of the following could not be the value of n? And we're given four choices. Again, we're going to use the Triangle Inequality Theorem. The Triangle Inequality Theorem says that any two sides, if we add them, their sum should be greater than the third. So let's look at these two sides, for example. N plus 9 should be greater than 13. So n, if we subtract 9 from both sides, n should be greater than 4. Now, the other two sides, n plus 13 should be greater than 9. So minus 13 here, minus 13 here, n should be greater than minus 4. Alright, now the last one, 9 plus 13 should be greater than n, which means 22 greater than n, or n less than 22. Now, on a number line, we're going to plot all these numbers. We have minus 4, 4, and 22. For the first one, this one, n is greater than 4. And for this one, n is greater than, for this one, n is greater than minus 4. And for this one, n is greater than 4. And for the last one, n is less than 22. So where all three solutions meet is right here. So n should be between 22 and 4. And that's our solution. Alright? So again, which of the following could not be the value of n? You take each two sides, their sum should be greater than the third side. First, we take n and 9 greater than 13, n and 13 greater than 9, 9 and 13 greater than n. You solve the inequalities and you plot the solutions on the number line where all three solutions meet. That would be our solution. Please pause the video and try this again. Let's do more examples. Is it possible to form a triangle with the given side lengths? If not, explain why not. Again, let's use the Triangle Inequality Theorem. We check the sum of any two sides if it's greater than the third side. So for number 1, 3 plus 4, that's greater than 6. Okay. 3 plus 6, that's greater than 4. Yes. And 4 plus 6 greater than 3. Yes. Okay. This is 7. This is 9. And this is 10. So 7 is greater than 6. 9 greater than 4. And 10 greater than 3. So these three sides, they form a triangle. Now for the second example, 6 plus 9 equals 15. Is that greater than 15? No. 6 plus 15 equals 21. Is that greater than 9? Yes. 9 plus 15 equals 24. Is that greater than 6? Yes. But because one of the inequalities was not valid, so these three sides do not form a triangle. Alright, pause the video and try this again. Let's look at some more examples. Find the range for the measure of the third side of a triangle given the measures of two sides. So we're given sides, the length is 1 and 6, so obviously something like this. Let's say this is 1 and this is 6. Assume the third one is x. Now, let's write the inequalities according to the Triangle Inequality Theorem. X plus 1 greater than 6, that means x greater than 5. X plus 6 greater than 1, that means x greater than minus 5. 1 plus 6 greater than x, that means x less than 7. Again, minus 5, 5, and 7. X greater than 5, x greater than minus 5, and x less than 7. The common area is x between 7 and 5. Okay, one more time. 12, 18. So let's say this is 12, this is 18, and this is x. X plus 12 greater than 18, x greater than 6. X plus 18 greater than 12, x greater than minus 6. 12 plus 18 greater than x, x less than 30. Minus 6, 6, 30. So greater than 6, greater than minus 6, and less than 30. Common area is x between 30 and 6. Alright, pause the video and try to again do this yourself. To wrap up, we're in lesson 5.5, the triangle inequality, and we learned how to use the triangle inequality theorem to identify possible triangles. Now, what the triangle inequality theorem says is that any or the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. And if any two sides or the sum of any two sides is not greater than the last side, then that would not form a triangle. Alright? I hope you stay safe, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next video. Good luck.